Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome back to my channel. Happy December. I finally have natural light back in my room. We just took the hurricane shutters off my window yesterday, and I was so happy because I've missed natural light. It is so integral to your sleep and just your happiness to get that vitamin D, and I'm just stoked to have it back. Today I have my November wrap up for you. I read 4 books in the month of November. I read a 2-star, a 3.5 star, a 4.5 star, and a 5-star. So I'm going to start with the lowest rated books as I usually do. That is Dark Lover by J.R. Ward. I read this as kind of a buddy read with books with Samantha, but we were both really busy and didn't get to talk about it a lot. This book is really bad. Not in the, in the traditional sense of that it's not well written. The characters are kind of trash. The pacing was good, but the plot was silly. It was, I enjoyed it though. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I couldn't stop reading it. It was full of early 2000s slang. There was the vampires were super goth and ultra masculine, toxically masculine, and it was just so bad it was good. It was like a junk food book. And I wouldn't recommend it, but I am probably going to pick up the second book just for my own pure enjoyment. Dark Lover is about Beth, who finds out that she is half vampire, and Raph, who is a vampire who has to help her through her transition into becoming a vampire. And that's basically it. Well, the vampires are hunted by these things called lessers, and they're kind of a big part of the story, but not really in the end. Nothing much of consequence happens. It's just sex. Lots of sex. The book that I read that was 3.5 stars was Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. This is about a girl who is a gumiho, which is a 9-tailed fox in Korean mythology. She is living in modern-day Seoul, and she meets An Ji-hoon, who is an innocent human boy, and they meet in the forest after something happens, a fight happens. I gave this 3.5 stars because it was good. It was good, but it wasn't great. It is a debut, so that kind of makes up for it because it's a pretty good debut. I mean, some people debut with real stinkers, but this was enjoyable. I really liked the characters. The characters really stood out. I reviewed this, so I'm just gonna link my review. I don't know which one it is, but I'm gonna link my review. It just, the plot was kind of not really there. It was strung out among lots of fluff, and it really could have done with some tightening up, but it was good for a debut. The next book that I gave 4.5 stars was The Bride Test by Helen Huang. This is about Esme, who lives in Vietnam, and Kai, who lives in California in America. And Esme gets invited by Kai's mother to come to America for 3 months, and she has to try to get Kai to fall in love with her. This was a very sweet romance, so good. It was so cute. It gave me all the feelings. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't a 5-star for me. I don't know why. But it had all the makings of a 5-star, and honestly, I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who would have given it 5 stars. But yeah, it was a 4.5 star. The last book I read was Crooked Kingdom by Lee Bardugo. Oh my god, this book ruined me for like 2 whole days. I still haven't been able to write a review about it. I'm honestly speechless. It's just so excellent. I cried like 3 times at the end. I can't get over it. Like, Lee Bardugo, her mind is just so good. Like, I gave this 5 stars, obviously. And it's probably going to be on my best of 2019. Which is funny because I gave Six of Crows 5 stars and it was on my best of 2018 last year. So it's fitting. I'm gonna buy the collector's editions of Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom just because I want to have them. Don't sneeze, please. Oh, and so, okay. Six of Crows is a heist book with 6 characters, and they go on a heist, and it's a heist book. This book was the consequences of the heist and what happens afterwards. Now my nose is stuffy, of course. And I just love these characters so much, and all their romances, and all their bullshit, and I would read about these characters for like 70 more books. Like Lee Bardugo, I will buy all of the books if you just please write more Six of Crows. Just write more Grishaverse in general. How do I even like talk about this book? Okay, so the characters were excellent. The plot lagged a bit in the middle, like right here. It was a little boring in the middle. I would have liked it to be a little shorter. That sounds silly saying I just said I would read like 70 books, but like with good plot. There was a lot of setting up of the heist of a particular plot point that could have been shorter, and there was a lot of flashbacks that I felt were a little excessive. But in the end, it all came together beautifully. Like when you bake a cake, at first it seems kind of runny and gross, and then you eat the finished cake, and it's like so delicious. Six of Crows was delicious cake for me. The writing is, Lee Bardugo can write. Like, she can totally write. There are some writers you're like, okay, I can understand how you got published because your characters and your plot are really good, but you can't really, your writing isn't really all that explosive and like fantastic. But her writing is so fantastic. I wish that I had annotated this so that I could bring some sentences out to show, but it's her writing, man. I don't know how much more I can say about this, just because I'm just going to be like all syrupy and like, oh my god, I love Crooked Kingdom, because that's the whole point of this like last like how many 4 or 5 minutes was me saying I love Crooked Kingdom in like 10 different ways. But like, I loved Crooked Kingdom. I hate allergies. So please read the Six of Crows duology, and hopefully the 3rd book, because I've heard there's a rumor there's a 3rd book. Please write in the comments if you know that there's a 3rd book happening, because I need a 3rd book. Like, the ending, even though I was really emotional about it, I don't want it to be the ending. I want there to be more, and for these characters to like take down all the bad guys and like cheat everyone out of their money and like generally be badasses of the Grishaverse. Oh, I can't wait for the show. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for the show. Like the guy they got to play Kaz is super super hot, and hopefully he has that like rough voice that Kaz has. I love Kaz Brecker. Like Kaz Brecker is my trash boy, my trash can boy. And I love him. I love all of them. Like there's none of them that I don't like. I can't get over it. So yeah, that was my November wrap up. I only read 4 books. Hopefully I'll be able to read more. I mean, I'm not really pressuring myself to read more because finals, like, they really get into me. But I don't know. We'll see. December is, Christmassy time. Hopefully I'll be able to read some Christmassy books I'm planning on reading. Well, I'll just link my December TBR, so you know what I'm going to be reading in December. Please go away. Please go away. They ain't going away. In the comments below, tell me what you read this month. Did you give anything 5 stars? Did you give anything 1 star? I'd love to know. And that's all for me for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!